Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where we talk about skincare, grooming, and sometimes hair, so that sounds like your thing. Make sure you are subscribed. Also, come and follow me on Instagram where I post a lot of stuff you're not going to see here on YouTube. I need your help with something, just a really quick note. I'm currently using an experimental rosacea treatment, so I just need you all to keep a mental note of how red my cheeks look, and kind of like down the side here, and my nose. Just keep a mental note, keep an eye on it in the next upcoming videos, because I think this treatment might be really good, but we'll talk about it in a bit. We know I review a lot of skincare. It's like new products all the time. And there are brands that I absolutely love, but sometimes within these brands, they make a product, I buy that product, I use that product, and I'm like, what is this? Like, what have they done? Why have they released this product? It's a bad product and it's not a reflection of the brand and how good the brand's products are. So today I want to share the best and the worst product from some of my favorite skincare brands. As like you, I'm just an avid consumer, so please don't take my words as gospel. And if you like the products I hate, don't take it personally. Again, I'm not a voice of authority on this. Don't take offense and keep using those products if they work for you. Let's start off with Dear KLAIRS. Dear KLAIRS is obviously the South Korean brand that has quite the cult following, and I often feature products of theirs on my channel. They have so many products that I've just been happy with. Like, some of them are really, really good. Some of them are just good. And one or two are now products that I cannot go without. Their products are cruelty-free, mostly vegan and eco-friendly as well, so they're a really good brand for most people. But their latest release has to be one of my favorites. This is the Fundamental Water Gel Cream. Their whole Fundamental line is a firm favorite of mine. I love their eye cream. It's really one of the only eye creams that I actually use. The ample mist is amazing. The watery oil drops are also like glowy skin in a bottle. I love it. So they sent this to me early before release and I was super excited to try it. This is going to sound like an advert, it's not. But I was super excited to try it because I love the texture of their eye cream so much that I've always just wanted to kind of use it all over my face. So I'm glad they made this because I was very close to putting eye cream everywhere. Eye cream is just moisturizer. You can actually do that. This is a super lightweight hydrating moisturizer that contains 63.7% Camellia sinensis leaf. That's just green tea. Sinensis. I can never say that properly. There is so much research behind the benefits of green tea. It's one of the most studied natural ingredients out there. It's anti-inflammatory, it's calming, it's an antioxidant, and it's known to possibly help with the appearance of enlarged pores. It can help calm down acne and rosacea, and fine lines and wrinkles as well. This also contains rice extract, which is one of my favorite ingredients when it comes to skincare in general. I love it for its brightening benefits. For oily skin, this is perfect, especially in the summer as the weather gets warmer. It's a nice moisturizer to wear under sunscreen. If you're drier, you might want to use this as kind of like a post-serum pre-moisturizer stage. It's everything I want in a moisturizer for my oily and often temperamental skin. Let's talk about the worst product from Dear KLAIRS in my opinion. This is the Youthful Glow Sugar Mask. I honestly don't know why I'm even in possession of this. I hate scrubs in general. I hate sugar scrubs. So yes, obviously this contains the devil scrub that is sugar. It also contains citrus extracts and kaolin clay, which makes for a really scratchy and dry exfoliation. It contains calamine, which is known for its ability to calm skin, but I feel like it's pretty useless in a product that's literally scratching at your skin. I just don't. Before I say this, I love matcha. I drink it every morning. I love the smell of it, but this has a weird smell that smells like a mix of matcha powder and citrus. It's mixing in with that citrus oils and citrus extracts, and the whole thing kind of smells like you've dropped a matcha latte in a freshly cleaned public toilet, if that makes sense. It smells like toilet duck and green tea. I just don't like it. Let's move on to Glossier. So Glossier for me is the brand that's for people who already have good skin and just need to apply like a little bit of makeup, you know? And I think it's why I never truly got along with their skincare. The skincare is kind of decent basics, but they never went that extra mile and they didn't create any improvement. Their products just kind of keep your skin at a happy, healthy level, I feel. If your skin's already good, so nothing revolutionary, but fine. So it's no surprise that one of their favourite products of mine isn't really a skincare product, but kind of is. This is their balm.com, not this specific flavour, but all of their flavours in general. I've mentioned this product a million times before. It's essentially overpriced Vaseline. Some are slightly tinted, they all smell quite nice, other than the rose one. I don't like rose. Yes, and don't judge me for liking products because they smell nice. Get over yourself. But these have a much nicer texture than Vaseline. I find Vaseline suffocating, and it kind of makes you warm when you apply it. It makes like the underlayers warm. They just feel like they're protecting your lips, which is all you really want from a lip balm. I do tend to pile these on at night and not use them throughout the day. There are a few tinted options, which I do use a little bit of throughout the day, especially in the winter when my skin goes super pale and I just look like a little bit sick. But actually, I always say they're overpriced, but for the length of time that they last and how much you have to use, I think they're about £10. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad at all. I do think you get your money's worth. I have every flavour, every scent, every tint of these. I have them lying around all the house, like they're in jacket pockets and trouser pockets. I forgot where half of them are, but I love them. I keep rebuying them all the time. Let's talk about the worst product from Glossier for me, and that has to be their Invisible Shield. I don't have it on me because I threw it away. This is a chemical or organic sunscreen. It's very, very lightweight. It's factor 30, and people absolutely love this sunscreen. When I said, I think it was last year, that I was going to do a Glossier review, people said you have to try the sunscreen. You're going to love it. And I can see why I bought it. It's lightweight, but that was about it for me. People were hyping this up a lot. And when I was using it, I was like, have these people not experienced a Korean or Japanese sunscreen before? Because they were acting like this again was something revolutionary that they've never used before. When I was like, this is just kind of like all the sunscreens I use. And it smells citrusy too. I don't mind fragrance, and this is very personal preference that for some reason I really dislike it in certain products, including a sunscreen. I don't understand why fragrance has to be in a sunscreen. It doesn't make sense, and that's not because of like the formulation. I just don't understand why sunscreen has to smell nice. Because it's sunscreen, we all know, we all expect it to smell like day at the beach kind of thing, you know? This did actually sting my skin, and I had to stop using it after like a couple of days, just because my skin was getting bumpy, it was stinging, it was getting itchy, and it was one of the only skincare products that did have a negative effect on my skin. The texture that it leaves on your skin, in my opinion, is nice, but it's not what I like as a finish for my skin. It was slightly mattifying, and did feel like a primer, and I think that's kind of what they were going for with the finish, because it's the idea that you use your sunscreen and then you can put makeup on top of it, and they do claim that it makes a good base for makeup. So maybe that's part of their goal with this product. I don't know, not for me. Let's move on to the next brand. Let's talk about Good Molecules. This is a brand that people always ask me to do a review of, and it's coming. I'm a little bit slow with trying their products. For me, my current favorite product of theirs is by far the discoloration correcting serum, which you've seen on this channel before. This is a serum that targets those dark spots, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and generally helps even out skin tone as well. This has two of my current favorite ingredients, and that is niacinamide, which amongst many things helps with dark spots and even helps just even out your skin tone, redness. And also tranexamic acid, which does the same thing, basically, but possibly better in my opinion. I'm using a separate tranexamic acid serum, which got rid of a dark spot pretty quick, to be honest with you. I only use this as of when I need it, so when I have a dark spot, so I am only halfway through it, but you also don't need a lot, literally just like a couple of blobs on those areas. I kind of use it as a direct spot treatment, not for spots, for dark spots. Again, it's not the most revolutionary thing, it's niacinamide and tranexamic acid, but it's a good product and it does its job, and you can't really ask for more than that from a product. My least favourite from Good Molecules is the overnight exfoliating treatment. Again, this isn't a bad product, it's just my least favourite from what they have to offer. I do find that in general, their products are decent, they are good. So this exfoliating treatment contains AHA in the form of lactic acid and glycolic acid, and BHA in the form of salicylic acid. It's a fine treatment that you can use a couple of times a week, 2 to 3 times a week. My issue with this, just looking at the ingredients, is the unnecessary citrus oils in here. I just spoke about the sunscreen that I feel like fragrance is really unnecessary in. I feel like exfoliating treatments, again, don't need fragrance. I don't understand what the need is for fragrance in an exfoliating treatment. I don't know why I feel this way. Let me know if you agree. I always say it's like putting fragrance in eye drops. Like, why do you need it? They've got grapefruit, orange, lemon, and lime oils in here, which makes the whole thing smell like Sprite or 7-Up. It's not bad, but it's a little bit off-putting knowing why it smells like that. My issue is, it's more my skin's issue, is that it doesn't like the orange citrus oil. Any product that I use with that orange citrus oil in, my skin takes an instant disliking to it in the form of itching. But this product is always sold out. It's sold out everywhere. Whenever you go to the Good Molecules website or Beautylish, I think it's a Beautylish brand. It's their brand of skincare. It's always sold out. And to be fair, it's $6. So very affordable. Me personally, I would rather pay a little bit more money, £5 extra, just to get a nicer kind of chemically exfoliating toner. Okay, so the last brand we're going to talk about, The Ordinary. I warn you now, my worst product for The Ordinary is completely personal and more based on a personal usage experience rather than the benefits and effects of the product. So we'll get into it. But The Ordinary is a brand that I'm actually starting to use less of. I'm starting to discover slightly newer brands that are bringing out more affordable options, not quite on the price line of The Ordinary, but more affordable options, the same kind of products, but nicer formulated. With The Ordinary, I do feel like you get what you pay for as far as a formulation goes. One of the biggest kind of complaints I see from you guys about The Ordinary is that the products are horrible to use. They foam up, they feel sticky, they feel thick. They peel, they don't sit under makeup or sunscreen very well. And that's the same with my favorite product from The Ordinary. That's the niacinamide and zinc. I forgot the percentages. It's been a while since I used it. 10% and 2%? Can't remember. We all know what this is good for now. My main reason for using it was two reasons actually. One, to help regulate my sebum production, but also to help even out my skin tone, make my skin tone a little bit more brighter, more awake looking, to help with post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation as well. But this is a serum I used on a daily basis. So as someone with oily skin that's prone to PIH, this was pretty much a perfect serum. As I mentioned, I don't use this anymore. I'm actually using the Naturium, I don't know how to pronounce it, niacinamide and zinc. It's 12% niacinamide. It's just nicer to use. It's a nicer user experience. And as I mentioned, the niacinamide was one of the products from The Ordinary that you guys had problems with as far as layering it up. And I would get this problem too, but it took me a while to work out the exact amount of drops I could use and what products reacted badly with it, if that made sense. It was a product I always prioritized, but there was a lot of work into working out how to use this without having any of those issues. Whereas the one from Naturium and even the Inky List, you just squirt it on your face and it works. It plays nicely with everything else, you know? But it's a good product for the price you pay. Now, the worst product from The Ordinary, in my opinion, there's a few. I feel like The Ordinary are 50-50. You either love one of their products or you hate one of their products, but I absolutely hated, other than their azelaic acid and their vitamin C, is the natural moisturizing factors plus hyaluronic acid. I didn't like this at all. It felt too thick on my skin, but not enough as far as nourishment and moisturizing goes. It's very, very odd. Like, to put it on, it felt heavy and horrible, but then my skin never felt like it gained anything from it. And it was a complete gamble as to whether it was going to rub into my skin that day. Even if I used the same products, the product would just ball up on my skin. It felt like I was pushing around a bit of dough around my face, and I was just kneading it around my face instead of having it penetrate the skin. It just wasn't playing with my skin whatsoever. So there were days where I just had to kind of like scrape it off my face and use a different moisturizer. It was just such a horrible and, for some reason, unpredictable product to use for me, for my skin. I don't know why this is happening. I keep looking at the ingredients and I'm like, what's the reason for this? I've tried this moisturizer on a number of occasions. I know I didn't get a bad batch. I used other people's versions of this moisturizer. It just always had the same experience for me, and I don't know why. So if any of you know why this could be, let me know. The azelaic acid is a good product that I now use as a direct spot treatment, but again, it felt very primary, dimethicone-y. My skin felt fake silky smooth, which is what I don't like as a finish. It was slightly mattified. Again, what I don't like as a finish. I like a natural sheen or a glow. I even prefer oily looking skin to that matte dry look. So again, I can go on about The Ordinary, both with their products that I love and both with the products that I dislike. I feel like I'm leaving The Ordinary for other brands like the Inky List and the newer brand Naturium. I just feel like there's more. They have the basics of what I feel like all skincare products offer. So hyaluronic acid serums, niacinamide, vitamin C, but they have some really interesting other products that are nicely formulated compared to the ordinaries. Personal opinion, but there we have it. Those are the best and worst products from some of my favorite brands. Let me know if you want to see more of this, because I've got more to tell you. Also, let me know if you tried any of these brands. What, in your opinion, is the best and worst product from each brand? Leave that in the comments down below. I'll be looking, reading, replying. So yeah, leave that comment down below, and I will see you next time.